Or do you feel that the Dominican community is prepared to retire and live their best life for the masses, or do they fall in the same traps as most of America, where, $1 million isn't enough anymore to retire?
Oh man, that's yeah, really good question. It's a tough one to have an answer for, only because I've seen and experienced different clients and different things. So I first thing that came to mind was a situation, and this wasn't a direct client, but I remember being on the bus, on the MTA bus, and there was a conversation happening amongst the three folks, and I could tell by their by the dialect that they were Dominican. And I remember someone, I think it was like the lady who said, "Yeah, I'm gonna be 65 in about," I think she said like 5 years, so I'll be able to collect. But she had only been in the country like two, so she didn't realize that you need to have 10 years of at least of experience of having a on the books job to be able to be considered for social security. And that's really where like my passion comes in for the education piece of what I do, because if you don't know, you just don't know, right? And so and to find out too late, it can be too late. So that is what drives my financial education piece of my business, that people need to know these things as early as possible so they can prepare. So I do foresee that there are many folks who are just not educationally equipped to make up the decisions that they need to make in order to live that lifestyle they want to live, which is why we run into a McDonald's and we see older folks sweeping the floor, right? Yeah, Walmart specifically, I see a lot of older folks that are working there, and it's because they just didn't have enough information early on to put things in place in order to have the retirement life that they wanted to have. And that is not, and the Dominicans and anyone from another country, they're no strangers to that. They will encounter that if they don't have the knowledge to put things in place early on.